Hey everyone, and welcome to Comic Breakdown. If you're new to the page, be sure to give us a like and a sub so you don't miss any of the content we have coming out. And today we're going to be diving into DCeased, Dead Planet issue number 4 of 7. And I gotta say guys, this is probably one of my favorite issues so far coming out of the DCeased line. And I am so freaking excited for what comes next. And we'll dive into that towards the end of the issue. You guys will understand exactly what I'm talking about. Now, we've seen a lot happen here in the DCeased line, and this is essentially our sequel to DCeased. This is our heroes coming back 5 years later to a planet that essentially was cordoned off by the Green Lantern Corps, and Earth was pretty much done. But finding Cyborg, they were able to figure out that there's a cure. They're not sure how to make it, but they're on a quest to figure out how to get the answers. So without further ado, let's dive into this issue. So this issue picks us up in Ivy's garden in Gotham City, and a boom tube opens up. And this is where we see Constantine, Detective Chimp, and Mr. Miracle. And they finally all get together, they gather around, and they figure out, Cyborg has the cure inside him, but he can't access it. And Detective Chimp pretty much says, listen, we need the Mobius chair. It contains all the knowledge of the new gods. If there's an answer to be found, it's within the Mobius chair, sitting on the Mobius chair. And they know that Metron's not going to give up willingly, and he's one of the fastest entities in existence. They can't just catch him. So the plan here is to essentially do an intergalactic heist of the Mobius chair. And they're going to use a crystal ball to see the future, essentially, as their leverage to be able to lure Metron in. So this means a trip to New Genesis. And before they head off, John wants to know where Dinah is. And they let him know that Poison Ivy wouldn't let them in because dead Green Arrow, her husband, was with her. And so they took off. And so Mary and John both go looking for her. And they find her sitting on a rooftop in the city. And seemingly we think she's alone, but obviously she's not. She's got Oliver with her. And now that there's a chance for a cure, they really just want to store him somewhere safe until this is all taken care of. And we get a glimpse in Ollie's eyes, and it's almost like he's a Trojan horse. I have such a bad feeling about it. He's gonna get into Gotham Sanctuary, the Poison Ivy's garden, and just wreak havoc. This is Oliver Queen we're talking about. This isn't just some ordinary individual. Now, picking back up with our heroes, Mr. Miracle opens up a boob tube to New Genesis, and they all walk through. And upon going through, they're met by Light Ray. And not just Light Ray, but also Orion. And Orion pretty much walks up, and it's just what is your problem? Why are you bringing Cyborg here? He is literally the anti-life virus. He could literally infect us all. And Orion starts just punching the crap out of Mr. Miracle. And Mr. Miracle stands and takes each punch each time. And John's just no, I'm not having this. Now, Batman has a theory. His theory was that given his unique physiology, that he would be stronger than his predecessor, stronger than Clark Kent. And we find out that it's true. The theory is right because John punches Orion and knocks him out with one punch. And this is when Highfather steps in, and Mr. Miracle has a discussion with him, and Highfather wants to talk to him on his own, so they go off to the side. And Highfather, wants to talk to him about his son, Mr. Miracle's son. And the Highfather really just is I want you to come raise your son. Pretty much stop running from your responsibilities. With Darkseid gone, his son may very well rule the universe one day. And Highfather's afraid that the boy's influences will come from Orion or Light Ray or something of that nature. And so he's just trying to appeal to his better nature and just come back to New Genesis and raise your son. Now, picking up with our intergalactic heist, we pick up at Apocalypse, which Apocalypse was torn apart. when undead Darkseid leapt into the planet's fire pits, destroyed the whole world and all who lived upon it from within pretty much. And so we have Mr. Miracle standing out there holding up this crystal ball, waiting for Metron and the Mobius chair to arrive. And off in the distance, the ambush awaits. And Metron arrives, and he's really intrigued with this offer because there's something that he can't see that he wants to see. You know, so something that tells the future might definitely be of some good use to him at this point. But before there could be a transaction, everybody jumps out at him. But their ambush fails, and Metron just takes off. And as they're going, John tries to catch up to him and is just like, listen, wait, please, like begging him. Like, I didn't want to fight you, but we need your help. And they pretty much appeal to his better nature. It's like, if we don't stop the undead, if we fail in finding a cure for this virus and death wins, you know, what knowledge is there going to be left in the universe for you to collect? And so he makes the bargain, like he's going to let Cyborg sit in the chair, but he also gets to look at the crystal ball still. And so Cyborg sits down in the chair, and he starts taking in all the information, you know, about the gods, about the war, against existence to come, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But he finds the answer he needs. And the cure is him recoding his blood. The life equation is in there, as they say. And this is where they thank Metron. And before they can even say anything else, he's like, I can't be here. I have to go now. So pretty much he looked into the crystal ball, which can tell the future, and he immediately got in the Mobius chair and hightailed it out there as fast as he possibly could. And this is when all of them are like, all right, well, like, it's probably time for us to go as well. And they open up a boom tube. Now, unbeknown to everybody else except for the Black Racer, witnessed what came next. And deep within the cooled molten core of Apocalypse, it cracked, and Death uttered two words: Darkseid isn't. And back on New Genesis, Highfather felt the universal change. He felt Darkseid being unborn. And as Highfather hurries to Orion, he's already too late. Darkseid's already smashed him into the ground. And Darkseid is at New Genesis. And that will be where this issue ends. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Are you enjoying this as much as I am? Because I have to say, like, this is freaking awesome. Of all the things to pop up, of course, it's going to be the one universal thing that's just utter destruction. Now, John having significantly stronger powers than Clark Kent is going to be unique in itself. Now, how much more powerful is up for debate, obviously, still, but I think he's definitely gonna give Darkseid a run for his money in the coming issues. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you haven't yet, be sure to like and subscribe to the page, and until the next video,